Sure.
Leon says,
Hey,
I think you guys are in a privileged or not position because you guys get to listen to so many amazing speakers. You must get a bit warped to normal speakers. I mean, going back to that whole discussion we had with the Klipsch stuff and like that person being fanatical, like, do you guys remember like a year ago, 2 years ago, I said on one of the live streams, I think I want to move away from Klipsch so I can hear speakers that have different materials for their mids and highs instead of the, because I've always been listening to that, compression horn driver, right? And I was just like, oh man, these Martin Logans are great. The mids and highs, especially on acoustic instruments and like female vocals, sounds so natural. So it's, in that aspect, like Leon, it's actually pretty cool that like we get all these speakers. At the same time, it's a pain in the ass because we get all these. I pay $400 a month on a storage unit for speakers and boxes that are literally just sitting there, and it's TVs. I have 3 empty TV boxes. Sony sent a TV, an OLED, and I don't want to send it back, but they sent me the wrong size. They sent me the 65-inch instead of the 55-inch. I can't even take the box to storage. It's just sitting on our stairwell. Like,
so basically, Hobie should send the sub to you, right? Next,
yes.
The THX13, send it to you.
No,
you okay?
Right. Oh, yeah, Boxcar says he had the 3000 micro and didn't have to turn it up that high.
Yeah, it depends. It depends. I wouldn't worry too much about that. But as far as being spoiled, not so much. My neighbor wanted a home theater system, and I checked out his house, and I'm like, I don't think you're gonna want speakers. Like, honestly, I think you want a Sonos, right? You want a Sonos soundbar, and you just want some wireless surround speakers. And Sonos is decent enough. The way they tune it is decent enough. And I actually just told him to get those IKEA Symphonist speakers. Right?
Oh yeah.
Because they work with Sonos and they're like $100. Yeah. And dude, I'm just a nerd when it comes to audio stuff. So I'm going to hack into the Symphonist speaker because the Sonos sub is super expensive.
Right.
Like ridiculously expensive.
$700. It's the price of an SVS. Like, why would you buy, like, I don't know.
I told them,
can you use a standard subwoofer?
They don't really allow that. I mean, there are ways. And so one of the hacks is you just tap into you use those as surrounds, and then you tap into them and use, either a high level to RCA converter and then plug in a sub. Right? It's kind of not the best way to do it, but if you want some bass, and I think most people would be happy with that if you're coming from a soundbar, right? Mm-hmm. It's not a true 0.1 channel, but if they get some bass, I think they'll be. And happy.
Then I mean, with soundbars, I think a lot of consumers get confused with soundbars because it says like 9.2, 0.6. And we all know, I mean, we would know that, okay, a 15-channel Atmos setup. Mm-hmm. How many AV receivers? And this thing is like under $1,000. I'm like, how is this possible? You actually have 16 channels of Atmos decoding in this thing, and you have 15 speakers. Like I think it's sound.
I don't know that the decoding is the hard part, right?
No, I just don't imagine that it's not decoding any. No, I think it's not decoding that. I think that's just literally the number of drivers in the soundbar. There's 9.
You don't think they're decoding that many channels?
I don't think they're decoding 15 channels of Atmos.
That would be kind of messed up.
Why not, man?
For under $1,000? I mean, it'd be cool, but I don't think they are.
Just hook up 2 cheap ones together and run their outputs into another one. And just Y splitters, dude. Get Y splitters. You split the entire left side and split the entire right side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I mean, actually, I can tell you that they do. Because I've hooked them up via HDMI. Mm-hmm. And then in REW, you can select each channel.
Yeah.
And each one works. But
it's just one driver though, right?
Like if it says surround, like it'll play the surround, it'll do that. So it's decoding it. It's not. Yeah. He doesn't. He's like, I don't
know, man. I don't know. Now, if you can't catch the show, we do have an audio version at anchor.fm/daily HiFi. So make sure to go on over there if you like to listen to the show.